All right. Welcome in, everyone that's watching on, for those that's watching on both YouTube and Twitch. This is, uh, I'm going to try my best to start doing these mental health streams again. And hopefully we can, uh, hopefully I can reach out to people that because that's one of my goals is to reach out to people that doesn't know much about that doesn't know much about like different topics like with mental health and it doesn't have to be just mental health but like every aspect of mental health like an umbrella of mental health. So, um, tonight we are going to be talking about. First off, what really got me what really got me wanting to do more of these mental health streams again, and uh, what really inspired me about this topic that we're going to be these two there's going to be two different topics. It's going to be based on they're going to have like some similar aspects of it a little, but we're going to be talking about the advantages of people having ADHD. It doesn't have to be just people like adults. It doesn't have to be children. It can be adults too. So I mean, so no worries on that one. And then also, we're going to be looking at the relationship between ADHD and insomnia. Um, both of these topics were this topic in general. It was inspired to me by my boyfriend, and so I I wanted to I do want to give him credit. I want to give him credit because he's like really encouraging to me about streaming, and like he really helps me out a lot. He like he helps me in many aspects that I don't really talk about too much to him, but like he knows. Um, or I hope he does. So if he's watching on YouTube, I just shout out to him. I love him. So uh, also, but let us get started. And thank you all for coming in on this Thursday evening um, for these uh, topics. So, all right. First off, what we are going to be talking about: what are the benefits of having ADHD? So we're going to be talking about how the benefits of having ADHD. We're going to be talking about making the most of these benefits, and we're going to be talking about coping with challenges. Um, again, I do want to let everyone know that number one, I am not a counselor whatsoever. I go to counseling myself. I feel like if if anyone needs any special treatment or any counseling therapy whatsoever, I highly suggest go see your therapist that you're comfortable with, counselor, and like any you talk to your doctor. Um, that they should have the knowledge to provide you with the correct information and lead you to where you need to be led. But uh, this is just the information that I'm reading off of one of the mental health websites that we also learn about from our group, the group I go to. So, all right, let's get started. All right. So, ADHD, or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, is characterized by symptoms such as hyperactivity, in inattention, and impulsivity. When people have mental health conditions such as ADHD, there is a tendency to focus only on the negative. While ADHD can create challenges in a person's life, it is also important to note that some characteristics associated with the condition can also have benefits. So we're going to read this article, or I'm going to read this article, and we're going to discuss the benefits of having ADHD and how you or a loved one can make the most of these benefits. Uh, um, so, the benefits of having ADHD. The symptoms of ADHD can become problematic when they interfere with many aspects of a person's life or become disruptive. However, many of these characteristics can also be strengths, so they shouldn't always be viewed as drawbacks. It is very important to remember, however, that not everyone with ADHD has the same symptoms or experiences. Um, these are three different types of the condition, which are associated with different symptom presentations. Some people experience predominantly inattentive symptoms, while others experience predominantly hyperactive and impulsive symptoms. And some people experience a combination of both inattention and hyperactivity or impulsivity. Uh, while while the focus is often on the challenges, these symptoms create some of the qualities and unique skills that can be advantages. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that word because I don't think I'm. We're just gonna do that. That can be advantages that are listed that we're going to be going over. All right, so high energy levels. People who have hyperactivity as a symptom of ADHD have high energy levels. This sometimes presents with symptoms such as restlessness, fidgeting, and excess talking. However, this energy can be helpful when it is channeled towards pursuing goals. All right, and let me get this shout out for on for my Twitch. There you go. There we go. We got your shout out, Hawaii. All right. All right. So, in one study looking at the positive aspects of ADHD, all of the participants described their high energy levels as a positive aspect of ADHD. While this energy can sometimes be unfocused, it can be it can become a powerful driving force for those who are able to find ways to harness and direct it productively. You're welcome, Hawaii. All right. So these high energy levels also lead to other advantages, including helping people with ADHD feel younger than their peeps, than their peers, and better able to engage in a wide variety of activities, including physical activities and sports. Such benefits can have a positive impact on overall well being. All right. All right. So, hyperfocus. People who have ADHD often experience hyperfocus. This involves becoming intensely focused on a particular task or subject. This can sometimes cause problems if it interferes with other areas of life, but it can also help concentrate, finish tasks, and learn a great deal about a topic. This hyperfocus is similar to a psychologist, and I'm not going to say the name because I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to ruin the person's name. Um, what the psychologist refers to as state of flow, which which is defined as a period of intense concentration, attention, and absorption in an activity that produces strong feeling of enjoyment. Creativity. While people with this condition can be intensive uh, and at yeah, I'm partially this word inattentive and easily distracted, they also tend to be divergent thinkers. Instead of following fixed patterns and ways of thinking about problems, they're able to spot new solutions and come up with innovative ideas. Research has found that people with ADHD perform better on a real time creative task than people who do not have the condition. Studies have also found that people with ADHD describe themselves as being naturally curious, which they felt as a positive aspect of ADHD. Curiosity is a key component of creativity. People who are highly curious tend to have a desire of openness and to learning, which can help them explore new ideas and in innovative ways. And that there, I do want to point out that I do see that in my boyfriend, especially because he has a desire and the openness to learn and explore new ideas and especially in innovative ways. And so so yes, like and not even just my boyfriend, like I see it, like I see it in other people, like Hawaii. He just said it in my Twitch because I'm on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So if y'all hear me say a username at any point that you do not see in the chat or in any of the chats or anything, I'm talking. Be mindful that I am going to be talking to chat and make sure that everyone's uh, try to make sure that everyone is um, paid attention to because that's part of that. That's just how I tried to do for everyone, including stream and off stream. Um, so But yes, I do. Like I said, I do see the innovative and openness and desire to learning from not just my boyfriend, but also Hawaii. He's another streamer. Like I said, he just said he has ADHD, and so and I know he's like real. He does workout streams, and he's always positive and bringing positive vibes. And so like uh, I like this article. I like this article is saying there is benefits and advantages to having ADHD and despite challenges and everything. So let's continue. Spontaneous. I'm probably gonna ruin this word. Spontaneity. Spontaneity. Yeah, we're just gonna put it like that. It sounds good to me, and I we're trying. We're trying. All right. So impulsivity is another common symptom of ADHD. While it is sometimes characterized by acting without thinking, being impatient, and interrupting others, it can also have upsides. People who are able to manage this symptom and channel it effectively can be spontaneous, lively, and open to new experiences. People with ADHD often have to strike a balance between being overly aroused and being bored. Spontaneous actions help keep things interesting for many people, leading to enjoyable experiences free from worrying about other distractions. One study suggests that spontaneity also plays a role in the development of courage. Participants in the study often described themselves as feeling like outsiders and viewed their sense of bravery and adventurousness as important strengths. This spontaneity may help people pursue their passions and focus on doing things that truly bring them joy. Silence. Living with ADHD comes with challenges and obstacles. Daily challenges include staying focused while work or school, coping with time management, and procrastination. Dealing with symptoms can affect social relationships and remembering to take medications. Facing these challenges isn't always easy, but it takes strength and resilience. Resilience refers to having a mental strength to cope with stress and hardship without relying on unhealthy coping mechanisms. One study found that parents and teachers rated most children with ADHD as being resilient. While setbacks happen, resilience helps people with ADHD keep working toward their goals in the face of difficulties. All right. So, self awareness. We're just moving right along anyway. All right. So, all right. Self awareness. Because people with ADHD have to monitor their behavior frequently, they often develop an increased sense of self awareness. Because people who have this condition often monitor their own actions to be sure that they are not being disruptive. Self regulation refers to the ability to manage behaviors and emotions according to the demands of the situation. While self regulation is an important skill, having to constantly self monitor and regulate can contribute to mental fatigue and ego depletion. Because of this, people with ADHD may develop coping skills that help them manage behavior while preventing this fatigue. Becoming more highly self aware means that people with ADHD are often skilled at understanding their own feelings and needs and finding ways to adapt in order to better manage their behaviors in any given situation. So how to make the most of these benefits? So how you can make the most of these benefits? Understanding your own abilities can help you make the most of them in different settings and situations. For example, when you feel like you don't, when you feel like you have too much energy, direct it toward doing, direct it towards doing something productive. For example, exercising can help you burn off excess energy while helping you stay physically active. You could also use that energy to work toward other goals you might have at work or school. If you have if you sorry if you experience periods where you are able to hyper focus, using that time to work on a project you are passionate about can help you learn new skills and get a great deal accomplished. When you are facing a problem, give yourself the freedom to pursue innovative solutions. Engaging in the type of actions that help fuel your creativity, whether it's making art, listening to music, or chatting with a friend. Coping with challenges. It is important to remember that these ADHD superpowers, can sometimes cause problems if they are unmanaged and unchecked. Too much energy can be disruptive when when it isn't channeled or directed toward an activity. Spontaneity can lead to problems if it leads to impulsive or risky behaviors. Some ways you can make the most of your skills are detailed uh, as we go on. Get organized. Forgetting what you need to do when it can be a problem, but getting organized and making to-do lists can help. Make lists that often make lists as often as you need them. For example, you might make a daily list of tasks you need to accomplish, or you might make a list of things you need to get at a grocery store. Having these things written down where you can refer back to them can help you stay on task and focus your energy toward doing something productive. Break down big projects. Big projects. Big projects can seem daunting, and people with ADHD may struggle with finding the focus on motivation to get started. You can make the most of your talents by breaking bigger projects up into smaller tasks that you can tackle a little bit at a time. This can make it easier to take advantage of your spontaneousness nature, since you'll be able to shift gears and work on things that interest you at the moment. Create a schedule and set the time limits. Hyperfocus can be helpful when you are concentrating on work, but it can become a hindrance if you find yourself. Oh, thank you for those bits. Thank you. Um, but it can become a hindrance if you find yourself getting sucked into something like a movie, a video game, or other distraction. One way to combat this is to create a daily schedule and set time limits for when you allow yourself to focus on a specific task. Set reminders or alarms on your phone or help you stay on schedule and shift away from tasks once you've reached your time limit. All right. So people who have ADHD have a wide variety of abilities, skills, and talents and experiences. While some aspects of the condition can create challenges in certain settings, many of these same qualities can be event, event, advantages. Yeah, advantages. Yeah. See, I'm all right. Understanding your strengths and finding ways to manage the more challenging aspects of ADHD can help you learn to utilize your talents to thrive. All right. So that was uh, the the benefits and advantages of having ADHD. And let's see where we are. We're doing really good. And again, thank you for those bits. Thank you. All right. So now we talked about the advantages of having uh, the advantages and benefits of having ADHD. But now let's look at the like I said, these two topics are was really inspired by my boyfriend, especially, um, and of course, again, I like to give him a shout out as well because he really does encourage me to do streams like this and stuff. So, um, all right. So the relationship between ADHD and insomnia, and so I know that like for for some people like they don't believe in like the insomnia and stuff like that. Well, I mean, research is out there. Research is out there. You just gotta be open minded and willing to learn and all that good stuff. So therefore, if if you're watching this stream, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn if you haven't yet. So because I'm learning with y'all. So all right. Yes, hydrate. I let me. I'm gonna. All right. Thank you for the hydrate, Radine. All right. So, all right. All right. So we're going to look at the relationship between ADHD and insomnia. And we're going to go over looking at what does it mean to have insomnia. And then we're going to be looking at why might someone with ADHD have insomnia? What your options are for treatment. And again, I want to highly express that I am not a therapist whatsoever, or a doctor. So if you feel like you need to go talk to a doctor or therapist or however, please, I encourage you to go do that. I really encourage you to go do that. Don't rely on my resources. Don't rely on this. Go do the research yourself. Go do the research. Go ask the questions that needs to be asked. That's the only way you're gonna find out. All right, just plain and simple. All right, and then and then the other thing that we're going to be talking along with this is how can I cope with my insomnia if I have ADHD? So I'm really hoping to for myself to take something out of this, and also like I'm really hoping that someone is watching. I trust that they are. I trust that they will, or some. So so let's get started. All right. So all right. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder (ADHD) is a neurodevelopmental condition marked by difficulty attending to non-preferred tasks, disorganization, hyperactivity, and impulsive behaviors. People with ADHD can experience primarily inattentive symptoms, primarily hyperactive and impulsive control symptoms, or a combination of both. Although a sleep disturbance is not an official diagnostic criterion for ADHD, many people with this diagnosis can also struggle with insomnia as a result of their neurodivergence. How are these conditions related? Why do people have ADHD often have difficulty sleeping? And if you have ADHD, what can you do to improve your quality of your sleep? All right, so let's dive in. Let's dive in. So, what does it mean to have insomnia? For those that's just learning what insomnia is, here's your chance. Listen up. Just saying. All right. So everyone has a difficulty sleeping from time to time, but insomnia occurs when there is a pattern of being unable to fall asleep, stay asleep, and or sleep as late as you'd like. You might find yourself lying awake for hours after you go to bed or waking up much earlier than you need with the inability to fall back asleep. This condition can lead to fatigue issues, concentrating, irritability, and other symptoms. Insomnia is the most common sleep disorder and second most common mental health condition, with approximately 70 million Americans experiencing insomnia each year, and up to 50% of Americans developing insomnia at some point of their lives. Chronic insomnia can lead to difficulty concentrating, functional impairments, anxiety, depression, and medical conditions. Many individuals with ADHD already experience many of these issues, and insomnia can exacerbate these experience that exacerbate these symptoms. Sorry, yeah, I'm. I apologize. I just I kind of read what I wanted to there, didn't I? All right. So, although sleep disturbance is not an official diagnostic criterion for ADHD, many people with this diagnosis also struggle with insomnia as a result of their neurodivergence. All right. So, why might someone with ADHD have insomnia? People with ADHD often struggle with sleep and develop sleep orders at a much higher rate than the rest of the population. Several factors, several factors contribute to this. All right, so one uh, factor that contributes to this is I hope I'm saying this right. Circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm, also known as the body's biological clock, is our natural sleep and wake cycle. People with ADHD often have a different sleep and wake cycle than people without ADHD, meaning that they may naturally feel more alert or tired at different times. For example, many people with ADHD described themselves as night owls. Yes, I am a night owl for sure. Yes. So who knows? I mean I just might have ADHD. So um I'm not. I wasn't saying that in a bad way whatsoever. I mean, we have things that we're still learning about ourselves and each and every day. So just don't be alarmed if you think you have it. Like I said, again, talk to your doctor, talk to your therapist. Again, I am not no. I'm not no well educated person to be giving out a diagnosis like that. I got to talk to like doctor or therapist. I'm just reading what is on here, um, on this article. All right. So, for example, I'm gonna just read this part again. For example, many people with ADHD describe themselves as night owls. who do their best work late at night, since we are typically expected people to sleep at night and be awake during the day. This forces people with different cycles to go to sleep when their body's natural rhythm wants them to be awake, causing sleep difficulties. Hyperfocus. People with ADHD have a tendency to hyperfocus on preferred interests and activities, causing them to lose track of time when engaging in these activities. When they are caught up in one of these activities, they may not realize that several hours have passed and it is very late. Time blindness. Time blindness refers to difficulty correctly processing and sensing the passing of time, especially during periods of hyperfocus. An individual with ADHD will not notice how much time has passed since they have slept, causing sleep deficits. Cognitive hyperarousal. Cognitive hyperarousal. When we often think that we often think of hyperactivity from ADHD as running around, fidgeting, or being unable to stay seated. However, some people with ADHD experience cognitive hyperarousal or racing thoughts and difficulty calming their brains. This can lead to daydreaming, ruminating, and overthinking when they lie down to go to sleep. So again, it says that many people. Oh well, I already read that part. All right, let's go here. What are my options for treatment? All right. So this is where I am going to remind you again. I am not professional. I'm nowhere to be doing no diagnosis. I'm just reading this here. If you feel or think you have any symptoms whatsoever at all, please go talk to a therapist, go talk to a doctor, go talk to someone that is more knowledgeable than I am reading this information to you all. Uh, my my uh, my goal is to try to help others uh, learn more about stuff that's out there. I like ADHD and insomnia at the same time, and not and everything else. So all right, so here we go. What are my options for treatment? Fortunately, treatment options exist for insomnia, ADHD, and the overlap of the two conditions. Depending on your unique needs and preferences, you can pursue therapy, medication, or a combination of the two. Therapy and medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy has been shown to help individuals with ADHD learn skills to manage time, become more organized, and complete necessary tasks. In addition, a therapist specializing in CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, can help you develop and stick to a healthy sleep schedule. Additionally, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, can effectively treat sleep issues and has been proven to reduce reliance on medication interventions for sleep. If if appropriate, your physician may prescribe medication to help you fall asleep or stay asleep. These medications often take on an on an as needed basis for nights that you are struggling to fall asleep, but some might prescribe for daily use. And again, like I said, I'm not no diagnosis person. I'm no I'm not knowledgeable to be doing that. I'm not no professional to be doing that. Please go seek a doctor or therapist that you feel more comfortable with and that knows you for you. All right. Now that I got that out of the way. All right, let's go to this part. How can I cope with my insomnia if I have ADHD? All right. So, sleep difficulties can be incredibly frustrating, whether whether you are having trouble falling asleep, waking up frequently during the night, or getting up earlier than you would like. The exhaustion that comes with not getting enough sleep can have a huge impact on your functioning, work, and relationships. If your sleep issues are related to ADHD, talk to your treatment team to determine what options will work best for you. They should have suggestions based on your specific symptoms and needs. Revise your sleep routine. If possible, adjust your schedule to accommodate your body's natural sleep and wake cycle. Forcing your body into a pattern that goes against its natural cycle is an uphill battle. If you are naturally energized at night, it makes sense to change your sleep habits to be active around this time. One benefit of working from home One benefit from working from home is that you have more control on flexibility with your work hours, and you might be able to change your sleep schedule to match your body's needs. And the last of it, it says track your sleep. You can use apps to track the duration and quality of your sleep, helping you identify patterns and habits that help you feel rested and refreshed. These apps often give praise and reinforcement for healthy sleep habits, giving you an extra dose of dopamine when you use them. This particularly reinforcing to people with ADHD who particularly sensitive who are particularly sensitive to the effects of dopamine on the brain. ADHD can make sleep particularly challenging, but with proper supports, you can get the quality sleep you need to be at your best. All right. All right. So there we we just that was like a full blown hour. Well, I'd say about almost going on an hour worth of mental health stream. I I really feel like we touched on a lot, like a lot dealing with ADHD in general and insomnia. But um, all right, so I want to personally thank each and every one of you that came into the stream and supported. Not only supported the stream, but also supported those who are going through any other mental health issues as well. Um, that I so yes, thank you again for that. Um, we for those are on Twitch, we are going to end up writing out. Um, but we are coming to we're coming to the end of the stream, and I want to again thank you all for being a viewer of the stream and and if you participated in the chat, I want to thank you for doing so as well. And also, I really hope everyone has enjoyed the stream. I hope everyone got any information, if needed, out of the stream that they was needing or have been looking for. I do want to keep on encouraging everyone to keep on just being you, because you are so much so loved. You have so much worth. You have so much uniqueness, and you're you're all very valuable people in this world. Um, so just like the quote said the other day that I came across, if you don't see someone with a smile, give them yours. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining the stream. Uh, let me see. On Twitch, we're going to right out on Twitch. Let's see who's all on Twitch. We're gonna see who's all on Twitch to be rating out, and then we will just wrap it up. All right. Let me go down the list here. All right. All right, Twitch. We're going to send you over to Omega. He's currently playing. He's currently playing one of the NFL games. So let's the Madden NFL games is what he's playing. All right, let's start this trade and let's. All right. let's